Couple examples of some exercises that we use to help sort of counteract that secondary scoliosis. So Tabor, let's pretend like you've got a pretty gnarly C curve to the right, and we're going to just kind of get you, we're going to really exaggerate that posture, but this is kind of your, let's say this is your normal posture of what your scoliosis has gotten you to. What we want to do is ultimately get you nice and back here. Now that involves working the hips as well as the mid-back or thoracic spine. Again, kind of think of it as improving the core mobility. So to start with the hips and then work our way up, what I'd like you to do is step back a little bit, toe in that left foot a little, that a girl, and then put your right foot on that 8-inch box. And now let's get your hands here and here. And what I'd like you to do is just drive your belly button forward and look straight ahead for me too. So what we're doing here is we're trying to lengthen her hips, the front of her hips, and even into her abdomen and into her shoulders. So we're trying to lengthen and widen. So you'll drive forward and then come back out, and then let's just do that a couple times. And again, keep that real nice upright posture as best as you can. So mostly what she's going to be feeling is the front of that left hip. That's the back foot. Very good. Now if we want to kind of go up, further up the body, what we can do is get her to reach across and hang on while driving in. Now that's going to start getting further up into the core, into the trunk. Now we can even get a little more rotation. She can drop her hand, come across, and then again drive. So now we're getting hip, we're getting some rotation. Now I'll note that originally we kind of had Tabor with a pretty gnarly C curve, the concave side on the right. So right now we're just sort of feeding into that curve. That's to kind of loosen things up. This is where she'd be most comfortable. And now what we can do is go opposite. So come on and step back. We'll reset, but let's now put the right foot toed in, left foot up there. And then let's first go up overhead and drive that belly button forward. Look straight ahead so you're nice and tall. So now we're starting to really address the right side, which is, in our example, the more affected side, the shortened side or the concave side. And now we can go up to the upper body. She can drop her left hand down and start addressing that side bend, where now she not only is she addressing the hip tightness, but also now some of the trunk tightness in a side bent position. And then if she drops her right hand further, we can now hit the rotational component too. So again, now we've been working her ankle a little bit, but we're really working her hip and her thoracic spine or her trunk to really try to counteract the tightness on that right side caused by that scoliosis. How does that feel?
Good.
Great. All right.